Hello, Verblingites. Tonight's topic is procrastination. Procrastination means waiting to the last minute to do things, not doing things when you should, wasting time. We will go through a vocabulary list and a reading activity. So I look forward to working with you as we go through the topic procrastination. So my name is Holly, and I've been around Verbling for just under a month now, about 3 weeks, and hope to be here for a lot longer as well. I'm having a lot of fun working with students and from all around the world. This is what's so great about Verbling is we've got people from every nation. It seems like probably not every nation, but soon probably as they start doing more and more marketing efforts around the world. It's been really great. You can follow me on that. I just left the URL for that profile. Also, I'm on Facebook, Verbling Teacher Holly. You can follow me on that as well. And today's topic will be procrastination. What do? You know, we all love to procrastinate. When you have something that you need to do and you end up going onto Facebook instead or something else. You need to do dishes and you end up reading a book, or you need to do a project for school and you end up watching YouTube videos. So that's kind of the idea of what procrastination is. So that is the plan for today, is that we will go over procrastination. It's a fun topic. There's some funny YouTube videos on procrastination. One of my all-time favorite YouTube videos is on procrastination, actually. So anyway, welcome to the students who are able to actually come in, and we can work on. Hello, Soul. How are you today?
Fine, how are you?
Be good. Getting better every day.
And you're better of your flu?
Yeah, just a bit. So, do I sound better or the
Yeah.
same?
I don't remember well, sorry. How do you sound the last time we met? But you look better, I think.
Good. I know that when many times when I have a cold, I lose my voice completely, and it sounds like a frog, like and this time I've been very lucky that it just sounds very husky and very deep compared to what I usually am.
So you could keep going with your lectures and classes.
Yeah, I've canceled some of my private classes, and I canceled a class this morning that was at 9 o'clock, and just because it was like it was the only class I had in the morning. So I decided, okay, I'll sleep. So I did cancel one class, but I've carried on as much as possible. So.
And you're in the States?
Yeah.
Are you? Yeah.
Yep.
And which part of the state?
I'm in the Pacific, either the Pacific Northwest or the mountain region. It depends on where you are in the States. A mountain region is really where I'm from. But so we're about 6 hours north of Utah, and just maybe 20 minutes from Oregon, if that. So, in the state of Idaho. Are you familiar with
Okay.
Idaho? So I can't. Where are you, Sol? I can't remember.
I think I never tell you about
Oh,
this, but
okay.
I'm from Buenos Aires,
Okay, maybe
Argentina.
you never. I think in the past maybe you came in when everybody else did, and somehow I missed it. So you're from Venezuela. Okay, all right.
No, no, Argentina, Argentina, Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires. Okay, you did tell me that. I think. Buenos Aires, Argentina. Okay, I had a former colleague that used to live there. Or a former colleague. He might still live there. He got married and works for a language school, and I haven't contacted him lately. So, but worked with him on some projects. But yeah, I've heard good things about Argentina. So, hi, Andre. How are you this morning?
Hello, teacher. I'm glad to see you. I'm fine. And you?
Yeah, very good. Very good. Thank you. I still have the cold, but it's not as bad, and it's getting better every day. So they say you get over a cold in 7 days or a week if you go to the doctor. Did you guys understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get over a cold in 7 days or a week if you go to a doctor. So this cold, I would never go to a doctor. So, but all right. Well, the topic today is procrastination. Do you guys know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
do it
do.
all the time.
Okay. So how about you, Andre? Do you know what procrastination is?
No, I don't know about that.
Okay. Um, Procrastination. Say, for example, you need to do the dishes and clean your house, but then you decide to take your bike ride instead, or you need to, I don't know, write a paper for school, and instead you end up on the YouTube and watch YouTube the whole time. So procrastination is basically it's waiting. You basically wait until the last minute to get things done. So anyway, that's
Hmm.
what it is.
It's something look like a deadline on the job.
Yeah, I mean it's well, I'll go through this worksheet. You'll get it. You'll understand it. People who are huge procrastinators know they're procrastinators. So what do you procrastinate on the most?
Internet. I don't know
Internet.
what.
What do you
Yeah.
procrastinate on the most? Is it projects or?
At work, I think.
Oh yeah.
At
Okay.
work project. Yeah.
Work projects. Okay. And I
Yeah.
procrastinate on sending emails and calling places and things like that. So and housework and basically everything.
Yeah, housework as well. I think.
Okay. So let's study the definition below. Andre, could you read the definition to procrastinate right here?
Uh, to keep delaying something that must be done, often because it's unpleasant or boring.
Okay. So do you procrastinate? What kinds of tasks do you delay doing?
Yes, I procrastinate sometime. For example, if uh, if I should to lead up from bed, but there are cold outside, I
Uh-huh.
uh, I I gonna procrastinate to
Uh-huh.
I gonna stay laying on the bed.
Okay, so if you need to get up out of bed and it is cold outside, you stay in bed.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's one way to procrastinate. Of course, that means I procrastinate every day because I never get up when I'm supposed to. So, I like to sleep. So, all right. And so, and you procrastinate on a lot of things too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead. What we're going to do is we're going to go through some phrasal verbs. And then we're going to do a reading about procrastination and then work with some vocabulary. So read the sentences and match the underlined phrasal verbs to the definitions. Okay. Sol, could you read number 1?
Yeah. If you put off cleaning the kitchen, it would be more work for you later.
Okay. So put off, could be either avoid doing something that you dislike or don't feel comfortable about, be most influenced by, complete, continue doing something, delay, postpone, take further action connected with something. Which one do you guys think that would be if you put off?
I think it's I.
There isn't an I.
Sorry. If
E. Okay, yes, it is definitely E. So you delay or you postpone. You end up doing the kitchen, but you don't do it very quickly. Okay. Next one.
Sorry, teacher, but A, for example, it is similar. Avoid doing something. It has similar meaning. Avoid doing something that you dislike.
Yeah, A is very similar meaning. So.
Okay, go ahead, teacher.
Okay. Okay, next one. Delay and postpone. Next one. Andre, could you read number 2?
Peter would never shy away from hard work. Continue doing something.
No. But that's a good guess, though. Do you have an idea what it would be, Sol?
be most influenced by?
No, it's actually A. So shy away and put off are very similar to postpone, delay, avoid doing something that you dislike or don't feel comfortable about. So Peter would never shy away from hard work. So he would not procrastinate.
Shy away, but I thought that is the opposite to avoid.
Yeah, and it's not.
I thought that he's extremely enjoyed about that kind of work.
Yeah, and by having him say never, it is exactly that way. So he would never shy away from hard work, which means he's a hard worker.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay, Sol, could you read number 3?
Yeah, I can get on with my homework without that noise. I think it's D. Continue doing something.
Okay, I can't get on with my homework with all that noise. No. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's D. You said D, right?
Yeah.
I thought you said B, which would be so D is correct. Yes. Andre, number 4.
Our choice of hotel will come down to money in the end.
Okay.
I think take is the F. Take further action connected with something. It's much to F.
Okay. It's B. So our choice of hotel will be influenced the most by money. So we will choose the thing that will influence our choice will be money. So come down to is the same as be influenced by. Okay. Number 5.
I still have a lot of work to finish off.
So that'd be
Incomplete.
either C. Yep. It was either C or F. So number 6, everybody was surprised when he managed to follow up on his decision to stop smoking. And the answer there is 6. And so he takes further action connected with something. So they didn't think he would actually follow up on it. I kind of think this is an interesting sentence. I would use it differently. What I would do use follow up on is this way. Excuse me, I had to cough real quick. Okay, I wouldn't follow up on. I would not use it this way. I would actually do something like that. She followed up on the lead when she was looking for new clients. So if you are a salesperson and you get a lead is a name and a telephone number, you follow up on them, and or they have somebody has filled out as a website and given their name and number, and you follow up on it. That's really what that is. Or you had a job interview, and after the job, you followed up on the job. So that's, to me, that makes more sense than this one. So, but it might be a difference between British English and American English. Okay. So now what we're going to do is do a reading. We're going to read the article on the next page, and we're going to find the answers to the questions below. So these are the questions we're going to find the answers to. Andre, could you read the odd numbers? And Sol, could you read the even numbers? Do you guys know what I mean by odd and even? Odd is 1, 3.
Okay, I got
5.
it. Why
Awesome.
why do we put of task according to Dr. Steele? What are the benefits or procrastination less? How does telling your friends about your deadlines make you less likely to procrastinate?
Okay, thank you. And Sol?
What are the 4 most popular types of tasks that people delay doing? How does our brain make us procrastinate? What are
Procrastinate.
procrastinate? What are procrastination prevention strategies are mentioned in the article?
Okay. Before we read the article, I have one more question for you guys. Do you know people that never procrastinate? No. Do you know anybody who never procrastinates? Okay. I know of a couple people, but it's really strange for me. So,
Yeah.
procrastination. Not now. I'm busy. From paperwork to paying bills, we are all guilty of putting off tasks we know we can't avoid. But confronting the real reasons for procrastination can help us beat it. Okay, so we're going to read one paragraph at a time, and Andre, you can read the odd ones, and Sol, you can read the even ones, just to save my voice. Okay. So Andre, could you start?
Yeah, procrastination is in our genetic makeup. We shy away from dull jobs, inventing reason why we can't get on with them, clicking refresh on Twitter until it's too late to do anything else. Some people, a fortunate minority, are able to get on with things. But what about the rest of us?
Right, thank you. And remember, it's cannot get on with them. Okay, are there any words or phrases that you guys do not know in this? Any words or phrases?
What about minority?
Okay, minority is a small group of people. So, say for example, it's opposite of majority,
Okay.
and majority is usually over 50% of the people, and so minority is opposite. It's basically a small percentage of the people.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Sol, can you read are there any other words here? Okay, Sol, can you read the next one?
Yeah, procrastination is putting things off despite knowing that it will make life harder and more stressful, says Dr. Pierce Steele, author of the Procrastination Equation. If these tasks were fun, we'd just do them now, but we grew up what is difficult or unpleasant.
Okay, are there any words here? Okay, and Audrey?
Mm, and the most popular delayed task is housework, followed by dieting or fitness regimes, uh, treating illness, and going on to the dentist, and working on your career or education.
Okay, so regimes,
Regimes.
fitness regimes. Any idea what that would be? Can you guys guess?
Something like a schedule.
Yes, your fitness schedule. Like for example, with you ride your bike to work every day. That would be considered by most people a fitness regime.
Okay.
So and then going to the gym every day or something like that.
It's like a healthy habit.
It's a healthy lifestyle for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but if you do something, if you have a fitness regime, if you do the same thing every day or at the same time every week, it's a fitness regime.
Okay.
And you can use the word schedule too. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Sol.
You can put off anything, Dr. Steele continues. We know we should be doing these things like saving for retirement or studying for exams. The fact is, the less people procrastinate, the more money they have, the better relationships they have, and the healthier they are.
Yeah. Any words here? Okay. Number 5.
This is obvious for the couples who don't argue about whether anyone has anyone has repaired the toilet seat yet. For the young go-getters who rise straight to the top at work. For the health freaks who simply go for that run instead of endlessly rescheduling in it in their own heads.
Okay. Thank you. Are there any words here? So for the couples who are fighting over who repair if the toilet seat gets repaired or the heater gets repaired or the lawn gets mowed, for the young go-getters who rise straight to the top at work because they get everything done when they need to, or for the fitness people who are very healthy, who always go for the run. They don't keep rescheduling. And just to keep in mind, just for pronunciation, this one is rescheduling, which is perfect. You had great pronunciation, Andre. In British English, they will say reschedule. So this CH is not a K sound, it's a sh. But in American English, it's a K sound. So that's one difference in pronunciation. Okay. So, all right.
Sorry, teacher.
Uh-huh.
What about health freaks?
Health. Uh-huh.
I think I have I suppose that that is a person who is very very worried about his own health.
Yes, and they're people that are actually can be found at the gym and who take care of themselves very much.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. And I don't know, they might not call themselves health freaks, but other people who don't go to the gym might call them health freaks. So, okay, next one. Any other words?
Uh,
Okay. All right. So, could you read number 6?
You have two decision-making systems in your brain, doctors still say. One is responsible for the short term and the other deals with the future. It's responsible for civilization. We bounce between long-term goals and short-term temptations, so we need goals that will translate our plans for the short-term system.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions here? Okay. Number 7.
consider writers.
Okay. That's
The-
consider.
uh,
Consider.
con- consider writers. They set themselves targets and word counts per day, translating an abstract, seemingly endless task into something concrete. With easily measured progress. Dr. Steele recommends such techniques. Telling other people about your task a month before the deadline makes it much more likely that the task will be completed. The benefit is that you avoid the embarrassment of not following up on something people are expecting you to do. For example, telling all your friends you are going to stop smoking makes you more likely to do it.
Okay. Are there any words in this one?
Uh, the,
Okay. And number 8. So,
Procrastination ultimately comes
oh,
down to planning.
ultimately, ultimately.
Ultimately comes down to planning, which if you are not careful becomes procrastination in itself. But it's worth making sure you have everything in place to build your strategies. For example, a separate computer log on for work and for play. The former with a plain background, fewer applications, and limited internet access.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know about that because I spend more time at work on the computer than I do at play. So, any
Yeah,
words in here?
yeah. I cannot understand what is the former with a plain background. What does it
Okay.
mean?
Basically, for example, let me show you my background. This is my background. Every 2 minutes, it changes pictures. This is a family at a restaurant, but in a couple minutes, it will have a different background. So that's a fun background. Okay. Um,
Okay.
where a plain background would be. Let me change it. Um, see, bear with me. A plain wood background would not be this. You know, you would not have. You basically would have. Um, um, so let's go ahead and.
Something more banal, not your family, but something
It
more
would pretty much be this. Let's see. Let's see if it made the changes. Okay. Did it make the changes? It didn't. I took. Oh, okay. I see what happened. I took it off, but it didn't do it. Okay, let's try. Um, much plainer. Basically,
Uh,
clear all, and background is solid colors. Okay, this is a
okay.
plain background right here. And me, I'm weird because I don't even have, personally, I don't even have the desktop icons. Most people have icons. I don't because I think it looks ugly. So I'm weird that way. But this would be a plain icon, a real plain, boring desktop background. But
Uh,
I'm like,
you
I
have
like that.
you have an empty desktop.
I do. What I do is see I right click it. See this right here? It says show desktop icons. I take off the this. Now I also, this is also my second monitor, so it doesn't come on the second monitor. But yeah, I don't have anything on my. I just use the start button. Is what I do. So anyway, that's what that is. Um, okay, let's go to the next one, number 9.
Novelist Jonathan Franzen famously blocks the internet connection on his computer with glue to prevent him from procrastinating instead of writing. But there are programs available that will block your internet access for as long as you specify. Just give the password details to your more strong-willed partner. Victor Hugo, the 19th century French poet and novelist, often wrote naked, ordering his valet to hide his clothes until he had finished writing. These days, this seems less effective. There are plenty of things you can do at a computer naked.
Okay, first of all, this word right here, we actually pronounce that without the T. We say volet.
Uh,
Anybody know what that means?
Slowly, I can hear you.
I'm sorry, I muted and didn't realize I had. Okay, do you guys know this word? It's pronounced valet instead of valet. Does anybody know valet? Anybody know what it means?
yes, uh, it's a device that we can put money on it.
No, that's actually a wallet.
Yeah.
So a wallet. This is a person actually.
It's
Yeah, but like uh, so like a servant or
It is, yeah.
something.
It's like a servant. It's like a personal assistant type thing. And back, when Victor Hugo was alive, they called it valet. Okay, and
It's
this
not a butler, isn't it? Is it a butler?
kind of like a butler. Yeah, yeah, very similar. Um, this one right here, just to let you know, as far as this word, British English, you pronounce it like this: close, close. So you pronounce the th. Okay, so I'm gonna write it in phonetics up here. In British English, it's like this. Oh, in American English, we actually do not pronounce the th sound. So we pronounce it like this: close. So for us, we would say ordering his valet to hide his clothes, or ordering his valet to close the door. You close the door, you hide the clothes. It's the same pronunciation in American English. But in British English, then you have the th sound for this word. Clothes. Okay. All right. Are there any words in here that you do not know? This is a little bit more difficult paragraph.
I I have only a comment
Yes.
that Recently, I did something the same that Victor Hugo did.
Yeah.
I I blocked my internet access uh, because it was very it's mm, actually it's uh, makes a lot of frustration
Uh-huh.
for me.
Okay.
I didn't charge money for internet because I have some information on the hard disk, some movie on English and
Uh-huh.
reading books, and I use them instead of
Okay.
using internet because there are a lot of uh, enterprises web pages and uh,
Uh-huh.
movie and something like that.
Okay. Yeah, so basically one of the ways you could say that is I found that being on the internet was counterproductive. And I wrote that on the chat, in the Verbling chat. If you are counterproductive, that means you're not being productive. So you blocked the internet because you had other things you could do. You could watch English
Yes.
movies, you could read books, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had when there was about I think two years in Finland, and about a year of that, I canceled the internet because I lived three blocks from my office. So I just went to the office if I needed to use the internet. So okay, any other words here? And then okay, a strong-willed partner. What does that mean? Just give the password details to your more strong-willed partner. Any idea what he means by that?
With a lot of will,
A lot of what?
of
Yes.
will,
Yeah,
like,
more stubborn,
yeah, okay.
more stubborn.
Uh, Streaky. Streaky. He's a streaky person. Partner. Streaky partner.
A tricky partner.
Streaky. Streaky.
He's more strict. He's more
Yeah.
stubborn. A strong-willed partner, for example, if you tell the strong-willed partner, okay, I'm not going to drink Pepsi anymore. Don't let me drink Pepsi. They won't let you drink Pepsi. Or you give your strong-willed partner your credit card and say, don't let me use that credit card until I pay it off. They will follow up and they won't let you use it. Now, if it's a weak-willed partner or stuff like that, they'll say, "Oh yeah, here's your credit card back," or here's some Pepsi, I'll buy it for you," or here, I'll give you the password to the internet. Don't worry. So, so that's a difference between a strong-willed partner and a weak-willed. And for me, I usually, since I'm single and not married. I did that with my credit cards a couple years ago. I actually gave it to my mom because I knew that if I asked her for my credit card back, she would say no. So, because she's very strong-willed. Okay,
Yeah.
number 10. Sol, can you read that?
Yeah. Successful people don't pretend they don't procrastinate. Dr. Phil says people who pretend they have willpower are less successful.
Okay.
Instead, plan for procrastination, make your work environment a temple of productivity by removing distractions.
Okay. Are there any words in this one that you do not know? Okay. Let's go back to these questions up here. So, okay, why do we put off tasks according to Dr. Steele?
Because we found something more, we find something more interesting to do, or I don't remember.
Because they are difficult or unpleasant. So,
Okay.
pay bills or go to dinner with a friend. Pay bills or go to a restaurant. I'd go to the restaurant.
Okay.
Do the dishes or take a Verbling class. I'd take the Verbling class. So,
I'm sorry, teacher. Can you give
yeah.
us a link for that article?
It's not on here?
No,
Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that right now. So, bear with me a moment. I try to add the links, but sometimes I miss it. So bear with me. Um, I'm adding it right now.
No.
Bear with me while I get it. Um, and I'm just uploading it now. Oh, I know why I didn't. Okay. I was going to use some different material, and then I decided on this. That's why. Okay. It should be there now. So if you go to that class, um, you should find it. No, it's not there yet. Okay.
On the front page of Warbling.
The procrastination. Yeah. Okay. Here. Yeah, let me put the link in the verbling chat. Bear with me. Here it is. There's the link right there. So for the app box, I like that app box place. So I was going to use some different material, and then I decided on this. That's why. Okay. It should be there now. So if you go.
Thank you, thank you, teacher. I already, I already find it.
Good, excellent. Okay. Yeah, if you guys in the future, if you notice that I have not uploaded material and you want it, please tell me, and I'll just always get it done for you. So, all right, let's go to the next one. What are the 4 most popular types of tasks that people delay?
One of most popular thing is delaying to clean our house.
Yes, housework. Exactly.
Housework. And it's for example it is that I'm delaying in my house.
And I do too.
Yes, for about during for about 1 month.
Oh, really? I know people that delay it a lot, and then I know people that never do. So it just depends on the person. So, Sol? Can you think of? Can you remember one of the popular types of tasks that people delay?
Doing fitness regularly.
Yes. So dieting or fitness.
I think for example for student they delaying may prepare their homework they delaying on the last time.
Yeah. So basically it's homework or career issues. Homework or career things.
Yeah,
So for students it's homework. For us it might be writing an email or something like that. So.
Or there are a lot of examples around us. For example, the people who for person who are smoking, the doctors can say them, you should give it out, give up smoking, or you gonna to die. You're gonna die, and the person is still smoking a lot, until it would be late, and
Yes.
he get a cancer.
Because they just keep putting off. They know that it's right to do. They just keep putting it off. Or I remember when my grandma got cancer, and she was given about 6 months, and she started smoking all she wanted, drinking heavy milk instead of the light milk, eating red meat. Everything she had been good about, she started doing it. She goes, I'm going to enjoy that my last 6 months. It was really funny. But yeah, so homework, career, housework, dieting, fitness. Was there one more?
Going to the doctor, I think.
Yeah, I think the medical. People put off medical stuff, medical and dental type stuff. I did that for. Do you guys know what a root canal is?
Root canals.
A
Yeah.
root canal, and that's where they take in the tooth. They kill the roots.
Okay,
Kill. Yeah.
I know I had that experience.
Okay. Last I think it was last December. I ended up the filling in my root canal came out, and I waited until April. That was in December, and I waited until uh, April to go to the dentist. So I really procrastinated on that one. Because I had a hole in my tooth, but I was like, oh, whatever, you know.
Because
Um,
uh, you you were scared about that.
I've never been fans of anything medical. So yeah, I was possibly scared, and he ended up just taking it out, and it turned out that the original dentist that I had in Finland did not actually do the root canal correctly, and it would have actually killed my teeth if I would have kept it. So it was a really good thing, but I just got it pulled, a simple extraction. We call it a simple extraction. Has anybody else done that? You had some dental or medical thing that was kind of minor that you just kept putting off and procrastinating? Or is it just me?
No, maybe with the same problem as you do, as you
Uh,
did,
yeah,
with something like in my teeth, and I don't know.
yeah.
I'm not scared of of going to the dentist, but it's like you have to get an appointment, and I don't know, I get bored.
Yeah, that's my problem. It's like, when do you have time for things like that?
Yeah,
And at the time, I was working in what I call a proper job, where I was like you guys. I mean, I know, Andre, you have a proper job. You go in the morning and you leave in the evening. And now I have the type of job where I can go in the daytime because I work all kinds of hours and work at home. But at that time, I was working 7 to 4, 4:30. So when do you go to the dentist when the dentist closes at 5? So,
yeah.
yeah. Um, all right, let's go to the next one. What are the benefits of procrastinating less? What did he say? You guys can find that answer.
Um,
According to article, the person who procrastinated less, they should get a lot of money.
Okay.
Should save money.
Okay, so wealth is one, and also improved health and
Improved health,
relationships.
relationship, and uh, become rich and
Yes.
successful people.
Uh-huh. And I actually wrote a blog post about that a year ago or a year and a half ago, um, where I was thinking about all of the very successful people that I know and the very positive people that I know, then I was thinking about the people that I know that are very unsuccessful, and looking at what the differences are. And I saw, and that was in the blog post that I wrote. That's what I said is the difference is the procrastination. The people who are successful procrastinate. They still procrastinate, but they procrastinate less. So. Um, I'd forgotten about that blog post until today. So, okay, number 4. How does our brain make us procrastinate?
because we have two decision systems
Uh-huh.
in our brain. One is responsible for the nearest uh,
The short term, maybe.
objective, yeah, short-term things, and the other for the long-term
Uh-huh.
aim. So
Yeah.
the short terms are the temptations that are nearby us.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh, so the system used for long-term planning just doesn't always work for us. Um, did you guys, when you were in school or in university, did you procrastinate on your papers?
Yeah.
How I did. Bet my
Yes,
best papers I wrote were the last minute ones. So,
Yeah.
I,
and
I
I'm,
think we procrastinating a lot because I think that uh, every person is lazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Somewhere deep in our brain,
yeah, and
and we should always uh, push yourself ahead
hmm yeah. So,
to avoid procrastination, and
uh
we should pray for more strength to endure all obstacles.
exactly. I agree with you, especially the lazy one. So, um, okay, let's go to number 5. How does telling your friends about your deadlines make you less likely to procrastinate? Any idea?
Because if you don't finish the task or get that goal, then you feel embarrassment.
Uh huh. It's
Embarrassed.
So it's embarrassment. Yeah, I find that that's very true. Um, I have something I've procrastinated on for years, and I'm very embarrassed about it now. And so the people I told, I don't talk to very much anymore. So um, next one, number 6. What other procrastination prevention strategies are mentioned in the article?
This thing with the strong-willer partner or friend.
Uh huh. So, a strong-willed friend. So basically, I'm going to use another word that's not in there: accountability. You guys know that word? Um,
Yeah.
accountability is if we tell a friend what we are going to do, they are most likely going to hold us accountable. And so they're going to ask us, how is your diet going? Or how is your project going? And depending on the person, that person, you will want to say it's going well. So because of that, it's accountability. Do you guys know that word? Have you heard it before?
No.
No, okay. Yeah, it's a real common word used. For example, in pretty much every part of society, but say for example in AA and 7 steps, um,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
that's uh, um, uh, that kind of stuff. They always have another person, and the reason is because of accountability.
Yeah.
So, and that's what he means by a strong-willed person. So,
Yeah. By a strong-willed person, I think of a sponsor.
yes, yeah, a sponsor,
They,
yeah, like an AA sponsor, or um,
yeah.
and I don't drink alcohol enough to even bother with to have to go to that, but I've heard about it, and I've had girlfriends and really good friends actually hold me accountable, and well, how are you doing on this project? How are things going? And it's when I'm not being held accountable that I don't get things done. So yeah, so that's a new word for you guys. Let's go into the next activity if we have time. We just have about 5 more minutes, if that. So let's see if we can find the words. Let's actually go to this discussions. Let's go to this discussion right here. What task or resolutions do you need willpower to accomplish? Anybody know? Can you think of what you need to accomplish, Soul?
Most everything.
Me too.
Yeah. House work, and especially.
You, you know who's good for that? At least my mom is. If she'll come over and she'll sit down and she'll say, "Okay, Holly, clean."
Yeah, in my case, I live far from my parents, so.
Uh-huh.
But my sister is a good stubborn
Uh-huh.
partner, so.
Strong-willed.
But yeah, but she's also living far from me, so it's like since I moved alone, it's
Uh-huh.
harder to accomplish some things, especially in the house.
Yeah. Well, especially also, like, I think, Andre, you live alone as well. And when you live by yourself, and you don't have people come by, housework is so easy to procrastinate on. Um,
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
so
But uh, sometimes I have a guest in my
yes.
house. Yes, guest.
Yeah. And that's the best way to get you to clean your house is when you have somebody coming.
Yes, and
Yeah.
in that time I'm uh, immediately starting to clean my house.
Yeah. I have a friend that used to have a weekly meeting in her house so that she would clean it.
Okay.
Okay. Number 2, what other behaviors are in our genetic makeup? So we have procrastination that's in our genetic makeup. Anything else?
Mm,
Uh, the flavors. I already said that we deep in our brain we all lazy.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with you there too.
Yeah.
Some more than others too.
And
Yeah.
I yesterday I read a quotation about that, which it's related to our topics.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah.
We shouldn't pray for easy life. We should pray to more strength to endure uh, that one.
So we shouldn't pray for an easy life.
Yes.
As I'm writing it down. Pray for an easy life. We should pray for strength and endurance to endure all things. What
Yeah.
strength to endure all things. That's a good quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's one thing that's important. I know all the countries and languages I've worked with, there's always a word that can't really be translated. And in Finland, they have this word called sisu, a Finnish sisu, and it's a type of determination that people, if there's Finnish sisu, they will not quit. They are not lazy. They are just going forward towards the goal. And 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 I remember that just made me think about that a lot of people do actually try to endure to get their goal done. So okay, it looks like we're almost out of time. If you so have a good work day, Andre. Are you driving? Are you heading out now to work?
Yes, I'm gonna to work.
Okay, well, ride your
Right
bike
now,
safely. Sol, he bikes 15 kilometers one way to work.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
As
So
usually, I gonna to go to work by bike.
yeah, okay. Well, ride safely. So, and
Uh,
then
I I'm always think about that.
yes, okay. Thank you. And you guys, thank you very much for your active participation. And I hope you learned a lot of new words today. And
Okay,
you
thank you,
have a great
Julie.
day.
Thank
Thanks.
you a lot.
You
Thank
Bye.
too.
Sleep
Bye
well,
bye.
Sol. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.